Hi student, we discuss about chapter 9 and study section number 8. This is architecture 113 class, and before we talk about a lot of them about the fire protection, about the firewall, how many hours for each of them, what kind of occupant group we need to do for a fire system. So today we continue with that with another topic. We will talk about fire protection and the life safety system. And this is another chapter in the book International Building Code. It is chapter 9, and we will focus more about fire protection and the system we can use inside from the building. With the key, we can learn some more about the standpipe system. We can learn about what occupant group A1, A3, A4 occupancy, what size from the fire area required in restaurant, and in why we need to have the sprinkler, fire sprinkler, and more thing about the fire alarm system and how do you use it and where do you design in the room for protect. We have more than that for smoke detector, for carbon monoxide detector, and where you design that. So we will go more with that in the room. For general requirement for protection system, we need to be installed, we need to repair, we need to operate and maintain according with International Building Code and International Fire Code. All of them we shown there. So if we want to design for that, we need to make sure that we follow International Building Codes and International Fire Code for the design. This is one example for you have group A fire, and after that we have the fire area for B, and between of them two area for two different kind of group, we have the fire barrier or the firewall between different roof. In your house, same thing. If you have a garage, car garage is a group U, and after that we have the living area. The existing house is a group B, so that's why we need the wall between the garage and that means the firewall between the garage to the other room in existing house. And that's the wall we do from the finished floor up to the sheeting, roof sheeting. This is the table to share with you what different kind from occupancy and what kind of the wall, how many hours for that one. For example, we have H1 and H2 hazardous occupant roof, and we need 4 hours for the wall, for firewall. And if F4, H3 and S4, we can use 3 hours. With another roof from A, F, H, 4, 5, I, M, S2, we need 2 hours. And the other U, we use 1 hour for wall structure. This is another example, so you can see that if the building we have many levels, this on floor to be the sprinkler. They have the sprinkler, fire sprinkler system, and between them, between the highest level for group A, B, and M, we require to be the sprinkler. That's the on floor we be the sprinkler system. And the other one, you can see if the occupancy group A larger than 12,000 square feet or larger than 300 occupants. On the discharge, we need to sprinkler automatic sprinkler system required for this one. If A2 only and larger than 5,000 square feet and larger than 100 occupants in located discharge, we also need a sprinkler system for this one. If you have 2 levels and each of them have smaller than 12,000 square feet and smaller than 300 occupancy for each of them, and between them we need minimum 2 hour fire barrier in this one and the other side also. So basically it depends on the area from each of them and depend on the maximum occupancy load, and we decide to do for how many hours for fire barrier. This is another example. So you can see that, for example, this is the working shop, the woodworking shop for 2,400 square feet, and the other one, we don't need to the sprinkler. And the other one, same thing. If it's smaller than 8,000 square feet cabinet shop, and we have 1,000 square feet in the corner, and this sprinkler not required. And this one we require if each of them have a different area, and they have the barrier right here, and we need the sprinkler system for that one. Okay, so this table to tell you the location where we need to have the sprinkler system. For example, we have the fabrication area, or the service corridor, or the storage room, or the the corridor. And occupant hazard for classification, we have ordinal hazard for group 2 or hazard group 2, and we have that one for sprinkler design criteria. The fire codes for the scope of international building codes differ on the certain for occupancy to the construction regulation international residential code. They have chapter the section for 101.2 lets you know more about sprinkler requirement apply for the residential structure. And for example, this is the residential structure. If you have the wall in behind, or in separate between this one to another one, and the distance between this wall to another block wall is around 5 feet, and you have overhang for protection, we need 1 hour protection for the overhang. If the distance is 5 feet from the wall existing, and after that the block wall outside, and we need the overhang for structure like that. If you have the parking structure and 2 level story for S2, that means storage, and then closed parking garage, the fire area exists over for 1,200 square feet, you need the sprinkler system required. And if we have group B on the top for the office, and after that we have the structure under that, and parking garage on any side located beneath order occupancies, we need the sprinkler system. The sprinkler protection for group S2 and enclosed parking garage. This is enclosed parking garage. This is opening. If you have exterior opening, and the maximum they allow is 50 feet for maximum the open between the outside edge from the opening to the other outside from the opening. We require for the opening maximum is 50 feet. And the order for the building sorry, we have 20 square feet for opening right here, and after that we have another upper from the building adjacent. For example, this is the floor plan, and the other one right here. So the maximum they allow is 70 feet for the maximum the depth for the comply if you use for non-sprinkler system. Okay, so more about that. If you have many level, the highest one for the highest story with occupant load of 30 or more, they allow for even for smaller equal 50 feet, and we need the sprinkler for mid-rise building. That's one they call larger than 55 feet, and the highest one have occupant 30 or more, and we need sprinkler system for that one. In this table, they show you the standby for installation for non-sprinkler or sprinkler building, and depend on each of them. So you can use the class for the construction class for DUB for the building of 4 or more stories above the grade with the floor level or the highest story to locate at more than 30 feet. And we need, if you use non-sprinkler system, we use class 3 for construction, but if you use sprinkler system, you can reduce the class from construction to class 1. Same thing with that. So this table tell you that if you use the sprinkler system, you can use the type of construction is smaller than if you use non-sprinkler system, and you use the type of construction is bigger, like this and like this. So you can see that the same building, but if you use different sprinkler or not sprinkler, and the type of construction will be changed. This is the one you usually see on the hallway. This is the fire protection. They call that extinguisher, and it's on the hallway for in case you can open the case and you can take this out. This is the one you can protect for the fire. In the entrance or the access one, if you have the system for the fire alarm box, you need to locate this for 5 feet maximum from the edge from the existing to the box from the fire alarm. And after that, we need to locate that it's high 42 inches minimum or 48 maximum from the floor up to the buttons where activate the handle, where you can use the you can activate that button. And the maximum is 5 feet far away, and 48 maximum or 42 minimum from the alarm box. In here they show you a few of the methods for you can protect the fire if you have the smoke, and they have the one they call that the pressurization, that the methods they use for the pressure here to make the smoke not spread out. The other one they use the airflow methods they use from the smoke, prevent from mitigation, and they can use this one on here for high air velocity come here for make the smoke narrow down in one corner. They have also the methods they call the exotics, for they can put the smoke dilute the smoke in dense for the smoke on the top of the ceiling, and the people can work under that. And this is the example. If you have the floor and the roof one, we have the closed roof vane. If you have the vane on the roof, and the one is the closed one and the other one is open, for the smoke come inside the building can get out to the vane on the roof side. So basically the roof vane we can do more effective than the larger vane on eco area. So that's all of the methods you can do for fire protection and the life safety system. This is one of the chapter is included in the one we learned before on the firewall, fire protection for the system, and a lot of information about the wall for firewall, what kind of group we use for that. So basically fire protection, and the other chapter we learned before about the fire sprinkler system or the fire barrier, everything like that is in the International Building Code book, and we need to use it when you design, and the people working on government they use it for correct for the people on apply for the construction. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.